For instance, there's these lyrics in Kiss Daniel's song. He said, "You they call me your boyfriend. Why still they pay for this sex every night?" So a lot of people will get into the relationship.
Kiss Daniels don't speak up. I never heard that one, but I like that
Yeah,
one.
he said it in the song. I'm a woman, I'm paying my bills, I'm buying this car. Come on, you're an adult, is what you should do, right? So I think Abuja women actually have this type of mindset. They want money, they like money.
Yeah.
They go for it. And in going for it, they attract the sort of men that actually like what they want. I'm looking for an accomplished doctor in the US with a double citizenship, Nigerian American or Nigerian British.
Give them.
That's what I'm looking for, you know.
Yes, what would you say to those people that said legalizing prostitution would ruin the country because it would make more people go into it?
In fact, being legalized is that anybody that is not registered, a registered prostitution agency, will be penalized.
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
I'm good, my G. What's up now?
What's your name?
So I am Brains by name.
Brains, man. Nice to meet you. I like that name. Very interesting.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Brains. I know that's not true. That's not true.
But that's what I'm actually Gospel Emmanuel, but I'm popularly known as Brains. That was the name my ex gave me.
Oh, your ex. Why would your ex call you Brains?
You'll get to find out later on.
I'm sure it's not because you're the smartest person she ever met.
There's a possibility now. You don't already see me. You don't already see me finish now.
No, I just think the name Brains.
Yeah, it is. Like back then in the university, I was called Professor Achi.
Nice.
I am also the bookie type. But I know I don't look it.
No,
I get it. It's part of the rebranding.
Nice. Makes sense. You have to rebrand sometimes.
Yeah,
so what did you study in school?
I'm a graduate of genetics and biotechnology.
Wow.
Yes, and I currently do research, artificial intelligence, blockchain, technology acceptance model, market analysis, market research, real estate consultancy, everything about data-driven solution making. That's what I do.
Man. I think that's even the way to be going right now. Anything that's in the industry that of tech and crypto, we're going the right way.
Yeah.
Man, so what brought you to Abuja?
I think I've always wanted to be in Abuja, but that was, I've been in Lagos, I've been in Port Harcourt, I haven't really been in Abuja. I did my internship in Port Harcourt. I worked with Nimasa Maritime, I also worked with an oil company.
Yeah.
So after then, the whole 9-to-5 life and everything, I've just been designing my way to come to Abuja.
Yeah.
So I was working with this particular firm one time as a chief editor. It was remote back then in school. So when I was finishing, I was friends with the owner. I told him, he was telling me, come to Abuja. I decided, okay, let me come around. So I wanted to spend some time in Abuja, spend some time in Lagos and decide where to serve.
Yeah.
But I think Abuja gave me everything. There was no need since I've lived in Lagos before. So I decided to move to Abuja.
How many years ago was that?
That was 3 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So you know a bit about Abuja now. You don't become Abuja native.
I don't want to go with that stereotype, I beg.
Man, so tell me some things that you can say, you really noticed when you came here.
Okay, I think the roads are wider. That is, coming from every other part of Nigeria, coming into a place with wider roads, with this lush environment, aesthetic view, well planned.
Sweet atmosphere.
The arrangements, the urban planning, town planning, the arrangement of the houses are not in places where you find vehicles and everything. So we have residential areas, we have market areas, so everything is segmented, looks quite organized. So I just feel like Abuja is living out the future of Nigeria when everything is going out fine. So that's just what I feel about it.
Nice. And that's really positive, I swear, because honestly, one thing I see about Abuja, infrastructure is just on 10. They really tried, you said, with planning, with the roads. With the way that they even set up the systems.
Yeah.
No. Abuja's trying.
It is.
What about the dating scene in Abuja? What about the dating scene now? How have you been handling that?
I haven't really had any serious relationship with anybody in the same town. It's mostly long distance, and so far I've had only 2 exes.
Long distance is cool.
Yeah, it's only long distance. But I'm looking forward to possibly. But how do I put it? There's already this stereotype in Abuja, this narrative about how Abuja relationships work.
Okay, I've heard that.
Girls need money. Actually, women have needs. I understand.
Yeah.
But it's no longer about the money to be comfortable at this point. It is the money to live the luxury life. And it's...
But I feel like if you're in Abuja, you have to be living the luxury life now.
I think what works for me in Abuja is being the
Okay.
Exactly.
Yes.
So in multiple relationships, you always have that side dick, that guy that they shoulder to lean on.
But
Yeah.
in a typical Abuja relationship, do they do side chick and side dick?
It depends on how good you are, you know.
No, like if you see someone that's they're really in love, like one of your friends that are in love in Abuja, are they doing all those things or are they committed?
Like I said, it all depends. I don't just go out there seeking to be one. It's just that you meet a babe, you guys clock, have very good conversations. In as much as materialism is there, I feel women are more of emotional beings.
Yeah.
They connect so well. You understand their flaws, have engaging conversations. Make them happy. Take away the whole dates and everything. Bring in the mundane things. Are they comfortable being with you in a room all day having fun?
Yeah.
So when you're able to provide that to a woman, probably someone dating a man that is quite busy and everything, it can, the emotional, the chemistry, everything is there.
Yeah.
It just works out. So
if you want to be the main guy, if you want to have your own girlfriend here in Abuja, what's the requirements?
Have I thought about that?
Yeah. Like, what is it all these girls are demanding? Must you be a businessman? Must you be a governor's SSA?
Like I said, it all depends on the babe you're meeting.
Yeah.
It all depends on the babe you're meeting. For serious relationship, I think I've considered that, but I'm actually meeting very ambitious women. And I don't have a problem. While I don't have a problem with ambition, I just have a problem with the intention behind the how to the ambition.
Okay,
so I've met a lot of, ambitious women and everything, and they actually like me too because I'm ambitious as well. But to what extent? I know that this woman, let's say I met an actress and, she's trying to get her way to the top and everything. She hasn't gotten that, spotlight yet. And a relationship with this person is going to be really demanding because as a guy, you also know at a point there are sacrifices that need to be made that may not exactly be in line with what you want. Like
they might have to kiss, they might have to
or probably coming on stage and they're asking them, do you have a relationship? They're telling you no.
Yeah.
Most of them are probably using you to get by because they are looking for something better.
Yeah.
And I can't really blame them. Everybody from the top, the bottom floor trying to get to the top.
Yeah, exactly.
So I just say, let me wait until I'm, more financially stable to the point I want. Because I like them buddies, so when I get to that, when I get to that point, I can comfortably afford, vacations abroad, dates, all the sort of things, a lot of, exquisite
So
dates.
that's what it takes, basically.
For me and my preference, for the type of woman I'm looking for. I'm not just looking for
anyhow, babe.
For the type of woman I'm looking for. That's what it takes.
So some things I've been hearing about Abuja is that, some of these women, they are ambitious and they are classy and clever, but one thing I've been hearing is that a lot of guys, are looking for girls that have their own thing going or they're rich or from a rich home, that will fund our lifestyle. You understand? So is that true? What do you think about that?
Like the lady funding the guy's lifestyle?
Yeah, I heard that happens in Abuja.
Oh, wow.
Yes, no.
I don't really know about that. When it comes to narratives, a lot of things can get lost in intention, interpretation, and all that.
I like that.
Right? So about the whole, women will tell you Abuja men don't have houses. If you have 8 guys, right? How many of them have houses? I think it's just what is your sample size. In research, there's something called sample size. You do population and understand. So where are you taking your statistics from? What exactly, all the sort of things. So where are you getting it from?
Yes.
So I can't exactly say. And the idea of I want a man that I don't know. Some men come to this town, with the idea of if I get to Transcorp, I'll see maybe one Alahajia that doesn't have, like, maybe she's divorced or maybe a divorcee woman, maybe a woman looking for a sugar boy. The two shop, they go there, they find the sort of things. It's all part of hustling. But the statistics of people that are into search and the statistics of people that are actually hustling, if you check it out, you will see that those of the people that are actually working so hard are higher than others. Because this is Abuja, your landlord has to take his rent every year.
I swear.
So you depending on another person to pay your money, everything is not sustainable. And a lot of people come here with like a mindset of they want to work, right?
Yeah, that's good. Wanting to work is good, not wanting to, like you said, be so dependent on...
It depends on people's moral values. I can't judge them.
Morally, I don't know. I really don't know how things are going, but I know that one thing in Abuja, they keep up the pretense and the like appearance of classiness, morality.
I'm actually of the opinion that they should legalize prostitution.
Really?
Yes, I'm actually of that opinion.
Why would they
legalize
prostitution?
Because when you legalize prostitutions, you have prostitution agencies. People now taking it up as a business,
Pimps.
taking it up as a business, registered.
Yes.
So if the prostitute goes missing, the government can track them.
Yes.
You have your cash flow. They do more,
Taxes.
sensitization about sex awareness, sex education. So I kind of feel it puts a checks on all these things. When people are going through black market value to do things, a lot of best practices and ethical things are lost in that process. People don't really pay attention. They just want...
It'll be watered down.
Exactly.
It'll be
so
unregulated.
Yeah, because the demand for prostitution is high, so the supply is high. The demand meets the supply. So why are we complaining? Just leave it and people should get on with it.
But one thing about it is that prostitution, I think they say, is the world's oldest profession. So it's something that we're fighting in society morally, but at the same time, people have needs and people have habits.
The body has needs.
You understand?
Sometimes just let bodies be bodies.
But now, what would you say to those people that said legalizing prostitution would ruin the country because it would make more people go into it?
A lot of people are already into it. That is it. Just that a lot of them are not getting filmed. For instance, there's this lyrics in Kiss Daniel's song. He said, "You they call me your boyfriend. Why are still they pay for this sex every night?" So a lot of people will get into the relationship.
You guys don't speak up. I never heard that one, but I like that one.
He said it in the song. "You're calling me your boyfriend, but I'm still paying for the sex every night." So they get into the relationship thing, and you pay their rent, you get them new phones, you make their hair. I'm not saying this is not like what you should do and everything, but it becomes
fine line between dating and prostitution.
It becomes an entitlement, right?
No, prostitute now.
Yeah, exactly. But thank you, relationship.
Yes.
So it becomes what it is. I'm dating you, but I'm paying all those things. So it's just good for you to, put it out there. This is what it is. It is now legalized. In fact, being legalized is that anybody that is not registered, a registered prostitution agency, will be penalized. So there is a checks and balances and regulations and compliance that you have to do to get it. And I think it makes the economy more safe. Countries like Norway have legalized prostitution. You just look at the statistics. Yeah, the countries that have legalized it.
And
check it out online.
They might be having good results. Not so.
Thank you. You see brothels, motels, all these things that have been legalized there. People do their businesses. Yeah.
That doesn't mean that every good girl will now turn bad.
Thank you. It now makes people to be more focused, and if you are doing this, people know you're into prostitution. So you have what is it called? You have trade-offs with your value systems. Then you get into it. Then people that want to focus on the career path, they go for the career path. So men beware. If you want to patronize prostitution, you go to the agency, pay top money, get it done. If you're looking for a genuine girl that is doing a genuine work, you know what you do in that regard. So it just draws that parallels and let people be people.
One thing I think though is, as guys, sometimes we make a mistake. Now we'll go to a brothel looking for a good girl.
Yeah.
Or we'll go to a place where good girls are and be trying to treat them like prostitutes. You understand?
So, I think the thing is, I'm not trying to sound standoffish, but I think the thing is, men are used to getting what they want in society.
If you have money, you get what you want.
Yeah, it's a lot of privilege for men. Whether you have money or you don't have money. I don't want to go into the nuanced complexity of gender dynamics and all that, but men are used to getting what they want. When a man sleeps with a woman or sleeps with a prostitute, they call the lady a prostitute, but they don't have any name for the man. Because as my friend would say, I'm not the slut, I'm the slut maker, right?
Okay,
so who is defining, prostitution? They will define it as a woman who has. So there's a whole lot of gendered stereotypes they don't really talk about. So it's easy for men. And so when they meet prostitutes, they will expect a certain thing from them, but they still want that homeliness.
You can't have both now.
Thank you.
Have both. It's not possible.
So that's why they will walk around and they expect to get things, in the places they meet things, because they are used to these things and they walk away free, unlike a woman. So that's it.
So what would you say now about the difference in the women you've met in both PH, Lagos, and Abuja?
Calabar ladies are my best.
Calabar ladies, guys.
Calabar, Akwa Ibom. I have this theory that if you have not been loved by a Calabar woman, you've not really experienced love in life. Or Akwa Ibom. Bro, they would take care of you.
Akwa Ibom is Calabar.
Akwa Ibom, they're different. Cross River, Calabar, Akwa Ibom.
I only know one Akwa Ibom girl like that some years ago when I was like 18, 17, 19.
Akwa Ibom, Uyo, Cross River, they're two different places, but I think they have this similarity of culture. Probably maybe during the whole transatlantic slave trade, the division of Nigeria, probably maybe they come from the same place and they have to move out, migrate a little. I don't know what their culture. They
have high libido or what is it?
It works. It really works. But I think for them, it all has to do with like social culture and the perception behind social culture. Because in Igbo, they have more of aristocratic families there, where as a man you have to have a house, do certain things. In fact, Oriji is like a title given to a man that has a lot of bands. And then you have Oriako. Oriako literally means eater of wealth. Yeah. So it's about the social culture there. So Igbo women tend to move towards wealthier men. But for Calabar, they just want somebody that, understands them, cares for them. I think they just want this mundane lifestyle where I grow, give birth, do a decent work. Thank you, that sort of thing. So when they meet a man, most times Igbo men that are taking care of them, they're not really used to that because their marriage is more of partnership and all that. My husband bring, I bring. But when they meet an Igbo man going out, you see them, they're more caring. That part of them is out. And I don't know. And when it comes to the other room, other side, probably those ladies are well culturally trained. They're so good at that, Right. That is it for me. For Lagos, I don't really have experience with very good experiences with Lagos women.
Low performance.
But then Abuja women, I've met some really
sweet, so classy,
some really good women. So I feel when a lady is,
you didn't mention Port Harcourt.
I'm coming to that. I feel when a lady is independent. And when I mean independent, you can pay your bills and you're not looking at a man as a validation for paying your bills.
Yeah.
When some women are able to pay their bills and do everything, they'll be like, I'm a woman, I'm paying my bills, I'm buying this car. Come on, you're an adult, is what you should do, right? So I think Abuja women actually have this type of mindset. They want money, they like money.
Yeah.
They go for it. And in going for it, they attract the sort of men that actually like what they want, right? So when you meet such people, they are, doing whatever thing they want to do for themselves. They don't really care about, although you have to chip in at some point. You see, there's this peaceful flow with the relationship and everything. You don't really have a lot of all those, you went out with this guy, you went out with... Most times it's just business because a lot of ladies are into real estate. So that is it for Abuja women. You don't really have that kind of dynamics. Port Harcourt, I was in a serious relationship when I was in my IT Port Harcourt for 6 months. So I didn't get to experience any Port Harcourt lady.
So 6 months is you were...
Internship in school,
okay.
That was when I lived in Port Harcourt.
So you didn't notice anything?
I was a faithful...
I've noticed Port Harcourt girls always... A lot of them are thick. You understand? Maybe caramel.
Yeah.
A lot of them were tough girls. For some reason, they're always tough.
I was a faithful motherfucker.
I didn't look that way. So sweet. I love them. I
didn't look that way, yeah.
Man, so Calabar girls, man, they have high libido. And they have high, sweetness, lovingness. You know what I mean? So they sound like amazing girls. Calabar girls. I had to see one or two of those.
You should.
What do you think about the girls here in Abuja? I've heard so many stories, but for me, I've only had classy, sweet experiences. What about you? Tell me about some of your best and worst experiences with girls here in Abuja or women here in Abuja.
Best and worst experiences. I wouldn't really say worst experience, but let me start from there. It's just like a learning curve to me, right? So ask this babe to come out. Let's go out. She said she's coming with her friend. Okay.
No more.
Then she came with her friend. We paid the transports for them to come to and fro, And man, these babes be ordering things like
food, drink,
smoke. Come on.
Balloon.
And when we were done, trying to club the bills were all piled up and everything.
That's when they were ready to go home.
Exactly.
Or they weren't. Or they want
to go home and everything.
They didn't go to the other room.
Nah, I think it's for me. It's because of the class of the people I met. Let me put it like that. The demography. These are some of them are coppers. Some of them haven't gotten any job. Okay. But the experiences are completely different from people that are working.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, because I feel the women that are working, that have something they're doing, would I use the word more audacious?
Yeah.
And they have this sort of self-respect. They're always in this mindset that if you can't handle my bills, I'll handle my bills,
Exactly.
So they're a little bit cautious.
They don't want disrespect.
Exactly.
They will trade anything to maintain their pride.
So it depends on the class of the person you're going out with. That's what I would say. True. And I don't mean class in social strata. I'm just talking about the unemployment, employed, and all this sort of thing. Yeah.
Copper, banker,
Thank
lawyer,
you. Yeah.
Doctor. Yeah, I get that one. I get that one. What's the best experience you can imagine? The best experience you can remember from an Abuja woman?
The best experiences I have with Abuja women are people in active relationships. That's the issue. relationship gets into marriage, because
Fiancés.
Something like that. Nobody should come for me.
So what's the best thing someone's fiancé is?
So it's not really. She wasn't really a fiance until got later on. But we have to like end the relationship when it got serious. But these people already have what they're looking out for. Most of them just come for the sex, right?
And she was amazing.
That's closure and everything. Yeah. Then because the way your man is going to do things with you, make love to you as a woman, most times it's different from when a side nigga is going to make love to you. So these disparities are there, these differences are there. So they just get it. So this one we have like very good conversation. We don't really do all the whole lovey-dovey thing, mostly Netflix and chill, because you can't be going out with someone's girlfriend. They might catch you and beat you. So all the sort of things. So for those ones, it's more of like there's a connection to it. There's a bonding. There's a bonding with them.
She's intellectual. She wasn't dumb. She knows how to talk.
And when she has issues with her mind, she'll come and meet you.
Tell you about the issue.
Shoulder to lean on, sort of thing. Shoulder to lean on, dick to ride
on.
Cup
to pour some wine.
It's a collabo, So you guys have a conversation. You make them feel good. Sometimes you even have them like frame text messages they'll send back to their boyfriends to make things work. Yeah. So there, you're there, but you're not there. That sort of thing.
You're there when they need a shoulder to cry on and something to lean on.
Yeah, something to lean on.
Something to sit on.
Yeah, and especially those babes that their boyfriends are not in the country.
Oh
my God!
But where do you see these type of ladies? Where are they not out? They're not in the club. How do you catch them?
It all starts from my kind of person. I'm more attracted. I'm more attuned to the intellectual range of someone.
Yes.
And when I'm talking about intellectual range, I don't mean we should discuss global warming. I'm talking about your emotional quotient, your social quotient, how you're able to like understand conversations and push at it. So when we have conversations, like I can ask you if you get married and give birth to a gay child, how are you going to do about it?
Yeah.
Like that sort of question is going to like help you understand this person's mindset. What do you think about abortion rights? Are you pro-life or pro-choice? All those sort of things.
Yeah.
So when you ask them this question, you hear them saying stories. They start remembering things that happened in their life. They go into the storytelling aspects. And one thing about storytelling is that it humanizes. So you see the human aspect of them and from non-verbal cues, because I take up non-verbal cues in communication. If I ask you a question, there's a way you respond to the question you make. So I know where I'm going to measure on, where I'm going to factor in, ask more questions. So you see them becoming vulnerable, telling you things, and it sounds somehow, but
next thing you know,
I just piece up one or two things, and I know how to go with the flow.
How to finish up.
If the relationship has a little bit of issue, she will hint it. You will know. If the boyfriend is messing up, she will hint it. So you know how to maneuver your way. Yeah.
And when they start posting like they need attention.
Some of them are doing it for fun though, but there are people that there's a blurry line between the fun and what they mean, because most times when people throw jokes, they're actually saying something they care about and they're trying to like make it a joke or something.
Yes.
So people don't take them quite serious. So you just, pick up on this thing, and maybe when they laugh, you look at their eyes or the facial expression. The laughter is only here; it's not coming from the eyes.
Yeah.
There is no vein on the neck. That person is trying to like mask or cover something.
Yes, fool you.
Go more on that conversation. Sometimes engineer stories about yourself.
Yes, to make them relate with you closer.
Exactly.
Yes.
So I trained as a creative writer. I did fiction, non-fiction, poetry, all these things.
Wow.
So when it comes to conversations, I can easily imagine a story. I say, okay, this happened to me or this happened to a friend. I put it out there. You relate with that story and you tell me your own story.
That makes sense.
It works.
But does that work here in Abuja?
It works with every human being. Most human beings.
Okay,
let me put it like
as far as natural, you're okay.
But the thing, a lot of guys will come because they already have this preconceived idea about Abuja girls. Yeah. They want to flash cars, they want to flash phones, they want to flash gadgets.
Instead of just connecting with her on a deeper level.
I feel most women just want to connect. That's just it. Most women just want to connect. Those things matter, but in the grand scheme of things, I don't think they matter a lot. Because you see a lot of women.
More important? Yeah? What's more important? Funding a girl's lifestyle or connecting with her, emotionally, mentally, even spiritually?
I think when you connect with a girl, you know what they actually need, not what they want. Because when you're funding a lifestyle, you're funding what they want, what people can see and all those things.
Exactly.
But most times they just want someone to pay for them to learn a course. They just want someone to be there with them, taking them through the ropes of businesses, how to network and everything.
Yeah.
So it is from connection that you know what someone wants and you know how to relate. Yeah. So it's not, if you just meet them and, it's more on the surface level, you get surface level relationship. But if you want something deeper, get to know them. How many are you in the house? What made you study this course? Why did you move to Abuja?
Yeah.
Are you getting what you want in Abuja? What are the things you like in a guy? Do you like a guy? Just frame the question in a way that you get to understand the person, not in a way you want to banter to, what is available, narratives and everything. So they tell you something and they feel very good and very free telling you that.
That makes a lot of sense. And being so caught up in the lifestyle, I've started to even lose those skills.
Exactly.
Of how to talk, how to relate, how to connect, how to read.
And you have to be patient.
Now it's just like, oh, boat cruise. Oh, party, or club, Azul, Don Julio.
And it will be more difficult with people like you, they're already on the spotlight. So everybody has a preconceived notion of what you're going to be. So they relate with you based on that personality. Some of my celebrity friends in Abuja that I've known, in fashion, in a lot of places, I didn't meet them in that frenzy of events, in that spotlight, because they'll still give you that personality. People wear different personalities for different events.
Exactly.
Especially when you're a socialite. So probably I may meet some of them in the market through a friend, and the connection is there. The conversations we have are different. So exactly,
is more trying to get to know me, or this one is more like me, or similar.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So at the initial stage, there was this friend of mine that I met one time. He's not a Nigerian. So I took one of my very smart friends. We went out and we met the guy there. So we sat together and we were having a conversation. And the first thing the girl asked her is, "What is your native name?" She noticed he's not Nigerian from his accent. And he asked, "What's your native name?" He mentioned his native name. And he looked at me. He said, "Yeah, this is the only person that have asked me something about me. You are just telling me about business." I really felt that. Because this person, away from the whole bustle of work and everything, they want a place where they can sit down, gist about girls, gist about life, go fun, have fun. That is their life outside what they are known for. But because I met him in a business setting, I'm still trying to relate with him in a business setting. So it changed my perspective about how I relate with these people.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, because a lot of, let's say, professors in school, when they leave the academia, like the academic environment and come together, they don't discuss about this person that has received funding, or this person that is doing this research. They talk about whose person's wife is messing up. This one got a funding. Exactly. So that's it. We all understand ourselves through gossip. Gossip is not a bad thing. Yeah, it just depends on the narrative and how you peddle it and the intention behind it. It's not a bad thing. That's how you understand each other as human beings.
Makes sense.
So
makes sense. Brains, you have given me some serious insights.
You understand why I'm brains now, right?
I swear, now I understand. Now you said it. You said I understand why. Now
you understand why I'm brains now, right? Yeah.
Man, you really highlight.
And maybe sell it for $2 million or something. So I need to understand people very well, understand what the market and the needs are, find a way to string in artificial intelligence and blockchain, build something decentralized that a lot of people can access, make money from everybody's pockets. We have 7 billion people in the world. So if you can capture 3 billion people online or something and they can use it, just like Facebook and all these things, build a solution, sell it, get the money, retire. So that's the goal. And for now, I'm still into research. I do research. Yeah. I work as a think tank for people doing PhD, masters, abroad. Yeah. You need someone to help you think around your research work, your publications, and all that thing. Yeah. Yeah. So that's what I do. I also have a relationship with the University of Calabar.
Wow.
Research. That's my alma mater. So
now alma mater. Now why you don't Calabar girls? Okay. What about relationship-wise? What's next for you?
Relationship-wise, if I say this thing, I'll get stoned. But I'm looking for an accomplished doctor in the US with a double citizenship, Nigerian American or Nigerian British.
Give them.
That's what I'm looking for, Yes, an accomplished career woman looking to,
If you know,
have a soft husband.
If you haven't accomplished anything, no, look this way, yo.
My brother. At least when my children get, made in this settled. Yes, I know they're settled.
You one day with brains. You need brains now.
Sabina,
she needs to have brains. She needs to have brains. One day with brains.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's been nice having you. Honestly,
yeah, same here.
Amazing energy.
Same here.
Telling you, guys, if you want to see more of the conversation between me and Brains, stay tuned. Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow.
Yeah.
Much more content coming soon, guys. So stay tuned.
Of course.
I'll see you next time.
Yeah. Check out, bro.
Nice one,
yeah,
Brains.
Take care.